I'm Peter Oppen, and welcome to Renewable Now. We are doing a pre-game show with John Flaherty from Grossmont, Rhode Island. John, welcome back.
Thank you, Peter.
So good to see you again.
Thanks.
I love the name of the summit that's coming up that you're here to talk about, Power of Place Summit. How did you come up with that?
Well, you know, we did it about 8 years ago when we launched the summit. We do it every 2 years, and it really speaks to the fact that we have these assets in place, and that if we can leverage them, that's the power of place.
Excellent.
And that's how we came to it.
So this is the fourth time you're doing it. You do it every 2 years. It's going to be in Providence at the Convention Center.
Yep.
Great. Tell us a little bit about the keynote speakers.
Sure. So our keynote this year is a gentleman named Chris Lineberger. He's an accomplished developer. He is on the faculty at the University of Michigan, the Brookings Institution, and he's a noted expert in urban revitalization. And he's going to help make the connection between the demand for great placemaking and the economic opportunity that comes from the knowledge economy. And these are the kind of places that those kinds of businesses are looking to.
Okay.
And so he's gonna really tee up the looking at it from a very sort of hard-nosed business perspective, why this is a competitive advantage for Rhode Island.
And then what about some of the other speakers?
We've got a total of 75 speakers, 22 workshops ranging everything from revitalization of main streets to urban farming to tax credit incentive programs and how they work and how they can work for Rhode Island. And there's three that stand out, three of these sessions that stand out, and what we're calling these game changer projects. So we look at the Knowledge District in Providence, we're looking at the Warwick Station Intermodal area in Warwick, and the East Providence Waterfront Development.
So why focus on those?
Well, because those are projects that are actually moving forward, and so the leaders of those projects are going to help explain sort of the scope of these projects, what the economic development potential is, the job creation potential, and more importantly, focusing on what are the hurdles that remain in the way to accelerate the implementation of these projects.
So these are, in essence, permitted, there's land, there's plans in place, and we would start to see construction in some of these?
We are, and in fact, there's already some construction that is underway in the East Providence one, for example, in Warwick. And so, but they're not across the finish line by any means. And these are projects that are going to take multiple years to full implementation.
But full implementation, they are big projects. They make a significant difference. Who are some of the people that will be in attendance? Who should attend? Obviously, there's a lot of networking. And how many people will be there?
We're looking to break our records from the past. We've typically had up to 500 people. We've got room for many more than that because it is at the convention center. There are people who are on planning boards and zoning boards at the local level, town councils, business leaders, civic leaders, and really anybody who cares about the kind of place that we're leaving our kids.
And what about some of the exhibitors and sponsors? Who's going to be there?
We have a host of sponsors ranging from law firms to the Economic Development Corporation, the Association of Realtors, banks. It's really a cross-section of stakeholders in the community.
Excellent, terrific. Now, the other thing is, you guys do great work, and we've talked about it on the show with you and Scott. Did you say there's kind of a celebration of this Grossmont concept? Or?
There is. In fact, you know, we have actually had a number of individuals and organizations that are doing great things to advance smart growth. And we're going to celebrate them this year for the first time. We're launching the Rhode Island Smart Growth Awards program. We've got 11 recipients, from individuals to projects that are on the ground to plans for things that are hopefully going to happen in the future.
That is fantastic. So recognition, pat on the back, and that's new. That is
new.
That is terrific. So the main thing then is tell everyone how they can either become, I know you have limited space left on the exhibit side, but if they want to exhibit, and certainly if they want to be there.
It's all available at grossmartri.org. If you go to the website, you can get information on how to exhibit. We've only got about 10 spaces left to register. We've got very affordable rates, and there's an early bird rate that's before April 20th.
And there's a special rate for nonprofits and students, right?
Yep.
Which is excellent.
Yep.
And how many people can you accommodate? Is it?
I think we can accommodate up to about 700 people.
That's fantastic, and we hope to see it full. Of course, Renewable Now is one of the media groups that is helping to promote. So nice of you to be here, John.
Thank you.
Have a great summit. And I'm Peter Oppen for Renewable Now, the show that brings you the business side of green.